Now, this is a Warren Buffett concept called the inner scorecard, which Monish Pabrai spoke about in my podcast. The inner scorecard is a way of assessing yourself based on internal criteria rather than relying on what others think or how society measures success. But if that is something that does not fit your definition of happiness, you need to ask those questions and then take those decisions based on your inner scorecard. Now, this boils down to eventually simply spending less than you earn because you don't spend on things which society defines as successful. This is such an integral part of your wealth creation journey, and it starts with that mindset shift. Warren Buffett said this: if you are even a slightly above average investor and you spend less than you earn and you don't take leverage, you will definitely become rich in your lifetime. When you have an internal scorecard, no one can define success for you but you. I learned this from veteran value investor Madhu Kela, who went from zero to building a corpus of 3,000 crores for himself. He told me this in our interview, that when he buys a stock, there are always two possibilities. What if the stock falls 30%, but what if the stock rises 300%? That's also a possibility. Thinking audaciously and punching above your weight is a common practice with wealthy people and a habit that you have to cultivate. Always work with the assumption and the belief that the stock you buy will rise 300% and create your thesis around it. Number 6, create more, consume less. The wealthiest people I know spend very less time consuming, but always spend a lot of time creating. It could be creating anything: reading, building, research, learning a new skill, spending your time learning rather than consuming. There is a study, that's a common study online, that shows that 70% of wealthy people spend less than 1 hour watching TV. People who build real wealth focus on creating, not consuming. And last but not the least, first principle thinking. This concept was told to me by Nandan Nilekani, and it really helped me along my wealth creation journey. First principle thinking is when you question everything in your life from ground up. You don't just rely on existing knowledge or analogies. In fact, Elon Musk famously used first principle thinking to reduce the cost of rocket production. Instead of accepting the established cost of rockets as a given, he broke down the problem into its fundamental components like materials, manufacturing processes, etc. By rethinking each element from first principles, he identified ways to significantly lower production costs. Now, these are a few tools that have helped me a lot in the way I think about and structure my life and my wealth creation journey.